They end up going to bro's house one day. They end up finding this guy inside of this home.
With the body?
With the body, and he was eating it. He dug it out so he can eat it.
Really?
Yes, he was eating this old lady's corpse.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the TB4Y podcast.
Yeah.
How you doing? That's all loud about
bro, I'm chilling today, bro. I'm chilling, it's spicy out here. I don't like it at all, but
very, very spicy out here in Cali. But
yes, sir.
Speaking of things that happen a lot in California, bro, I have this one story that is so crazy and happened back in the 1970s, like 1972 to like 1973.
Yeah.
And it's about this dude named Herbert Mullen. This dude was crazy. You already know that California is known for having a lot of earthquakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of earthquakes happening. We're right on the fault line. This dude believed, because his birthday was on April 18th, which is the anniversary of this huge earthquake that happened in San Francisco in 1906.
Yeah.
This dude believed that he wasn't special for having that birthday. And he believed that the only way to stop earthquakes from happening in California was by killing people.
Yeah.
To stop the earthquakes from happening.
Yeah. I heard about this guy.
And the reason why his mind thought a lot of earthquakes didn't happen from 1906 to 1970s or whatever, why a big one did happen was because of the Vietnam War. So he believed that that kind of like kept nature tamed.
Because of all the people that passed?
During the Vietnam War. But once the war ended, he was like, oh, I got to do something about this.
I got to keep it going.
Yes. So from 1972 to like 1973, bro, this dude killed 13 people.
Really?
All throughout California. Yes. Well, like San Francisco, Santa Cruz area.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Just killed hella people, including like friends he knew from high school and stuff. Like he went to like his old high school friends because he was like off hella drugs, LSDs, weed, and he was super schizophrenic. He pretty much blamed a lot of his homies from high school that put him on to smoking weed and stuff.
Wow.
So he went to their houses and murdered them. Yes, shot them.
I was just gonna ask. Yeah, so it was just a whole variety of ways.
Like it was so random. Like he would just see someone, he would just chase them down, stab them, shoot them, bro. He was crazy. The reason why it took them like a minute to figure out who this guy was. Yeah. He was killing people in the same area and at the same time as Edmund Kemper, which is the co-ed killer. So they thought it was him. So when they ended up catching the co-ed killer like a week or two before they caught this dude.
Wow.
So they just thought like all the murders were
so they pretty much placed it on bruh.
And then they ended up finding out like a week or two later that it was actually this guy. And the crazy thing is that these two dudes actually they shared a cell together in jail.
Really?
Yeah, bruh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they actually shared.
And wait. So did they was it like for a period of time, or was
they were both killing around the same time?
No. I'm talking about when they had they shared a jail cell. Was it like a period of time and then one of them got moved? Or
I think so. I don't think they were there for the whole entire time, but they was together for a minute, and they asked Edmund Kemper how was he? And he was kind of like, bro, this dude was crazy, bro. Like,
wow. He even said, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, bro, and bro, Edmund Kemper did this thing to this dude where he said he low-key kind of trained him, because he said that this guy would scream and bark and stuff like that when dudes would be watching TV or whatever. Yeah. So Edmund found a way to train him where he kind of told him stop and I'll give you a cookie or something.
What?
And then so every time he would start yelling something like that, Edmund Kemper would just tell him to stop, and he would stop, and then he would give him a cookie. He trained him like a fucking dog damn near.
Wow.
Yeah,
dude.
bro. And even asked him bro, what was all that earthquake shit was all bullshit, right? Come on, bro. I know you don't really believe all that.
And what did he say?
And then he kind of just told him some crazy they were speaking to me, my father was speaking to you or something like that. Yeah. And Edmund Kemper's bro, that's all bullshit.
Yeah, because when I heard about this too, I heard it had something to do with his dad as well.
He said he was
having dreams or visions of his father or something else like that. Yeah, that guy was so weird. I never understand those people where it's oh my God, I'm supposed to save the world. Yeah. And then by saving the world, you're killing people.
Yeah, bro. Human sacrifices.
You know what I mean?
To stop earthquakes from happening.
Yeah. It's really, dude? Why were you chosen?
That's so crazy. Bro.
That's what I just find so funny about some of these guys. It's why do you think you were chosen out of everyone?
Drugs. Real shit drugs. In the 70s, 100%. He's doing hella LSD, smoking hella crazy weed and stuff. You know what I mean? And he's already schizophrenic on top of that, bro. So he just, adds on top of it. It's so crazy because, I seen that even in high school, people were voting him, most to be successful.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I guess he was...
Oh, so the drugs pretty normal. Fried his brain.
Yeah, bro. So as soon as he started doing all this other extra stuff, it instantly just
destroyed his life.
Destroyed his whole life, bro.
Oh my God. This is what I mean.
He died in 2022.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to ask. Yeah. Oh, in the prison?
Yeah, in prison, yeah.
Wow. Natural causes?
Like a mental stability. I honestly don't. I'm pretty sure, yeah, probably. He was old as fuck, so. His picture looks crazy.
When he's in jail?
Yeah, hold on. I got to show you because he does look crazy.
Wow. Just real quick. I forgot what he looks like. I know he's a white dude.
Yeah, he's white.
Yeah. I just don't remember what he looks like.
This picture was taken, I think, a week or two before he died.
Oh my God! But he kind of looks like Charles Manson.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, hell yeah.
Doesn't he?
Does. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's so weird. Wow.
Yeah.
He was another crazy one too, you know. So, but I don't know. Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of these guys that kind of get this revelation is always so interesting to me. Like you sit there and you just like, yeah, bro, I'm supposed to be the one that's to save the world or whatever the case may be. But you're right though, bro. The drug shit is so deep.
Sure. Especially so during that time where it was all new. Like he was getting like the fresh LSD that was just made down here, you know what I'm saying?
It was not even really tested well and stuff like that. So it was just, you know, party, bro.
I swear to God.
You know, so wow.
Seeing other worlds for us.
Yeah, but I don't get that, bro. It's like you go and you kill all these people pretty much for no reason, and then you weren't even right. That's the craziest part. Like, it would have been a thing of like, oh, okay, yeah, at least you want some like Thanos shit. You know, if you go and, I got to snap half the universe. To make balance,
but it was mostly all at random, just random people just because he thought like it was saving the earth from an earthquake destroying it or something.
That's so weird. And that was interesting how you said like during the Vietnam War he stopped for a minute, right?
Yeah, he didn't do it when the Vietnam War ended. That's when he was like, I gotta do something about this, because he believed that the Vietnam War was keeping it at bay pretty much because like so much people were dying. Yeah, he was thinking that this is why we're not getting earthquakes right now. Wow. And once the Vietnam War ended, he believed like, it's gonna start getting shaky up in here. Like, I gotta do something about it. Yeah, that's
so crazy how bro is just like, I gotta take matters into my own hands.
For reals, yeah.
Wow, bro, that's just sick.
I think a lot of these people are just they're honestly just sick.
Yeah, they're sick.
I think it's like the schizophrenia was probably always there, but not that bad.
And then the drug like freaking skyrocketed it. Yeah, but hey, hold on, brother. I wanted to get into something though. Speaking of even sick, this mom let these strangers do the sickest thing to her kids, bro. So this happened in 2016 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it was this mom named Michelle Martins. She had 2 kids. She was a single mom at the time out there in Albuquerque. She had no prior criminal record, just to throw that out there. She had nothing of, she did this or did that. None of that. Up until what I'm about to tell you right now. So she had 2 little kids, and I think both of them were like younger than 9. She would always go on this app called Plenty of Fish and a bunch of these other like dating apps to find men online. And she would do this weird thing where she would invite these guys over and allow them to rape her children while she would watch for pleasure.
What the hell?
I swear to God, this is real. Yeah. And this lady would do this often. This was like a constant thing that she liked to do with her kids. So she meets this guy on one of these apps named Fabian Gonzalez, and pretty much they hit it off and they start becoming like an item. They start dating. They're going on for a minute. She ends up inviting this guy to her house one night. And this is going to be like the first time that she's going to allow her new boyfriend to do the same things that all these other men were doing to her daughter.
And he already knows, like at this point.
He's down because she already explained it to him and everything. So Fabian ends up coming with his cousin Jessica Kelly.
Oh, wow.
A girl. Yeah. He shows up with his cousin. They get there and it's pretty late at night. It's like, I think around 8 p.m. They're all inside the house, bro. The neighbors ended up reporting hearing screaming, I think around like 12 a.m. or something like that. All of these people outside are like, what the hell is even going on in that apartment? Michelle and Fabian end up leaving the house around 4 a.m. They just walk out of the room, they leave, and they run to like one of the neighbors and they tell them, Jessica was trying to attack us and we had to get up out of there. So they were like, what the fuck is even going on? They end up calling 911, the neighbors. They called 911. Police end up going over there. They're asking him questions like, all right, bro, y'all don't go nowhere. They end up investigating what happened in the house. They go in there. They see that the house is hella smoky inside of the, apartment. They open this bathroom door in the back, and right behind the door is the little girl. Her name was Victoria Martins. They find her body in there, dismembered. They left her in a fiery blanket.
Whoa.
Yeah, so she was just wrapped in a blanket that was on fire, and they left her body there. They're like, what the hell even is this? Instantly, they're like, bro, we're taking all 3 of y'all.
And the cousin is there just chilling.
I think she's still in the apartment, or she was somewhere else. But mind you, I forgot to even say this. The cousin Jessica just got out of jail 3 days prior to the crime scene, of this happening. So they end up taking them all in. Some of the other police officers are investigating still inside the house. They're trying to see basically what was the cause of her death, what happened exactly. They end up finding out that they stabbed her, they strangled her to death, and all of them sexually assaulted this little girl.
All 3 of them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the mom joined in too in the situation. Dude. Or she just watched like she usually does.
Yeah.
Which is super freaking disturbing.
That's crazy, bro.
And when they take her in to investigate, they find out that the mom and all of them gave this little girl meth.
Whoa.
At like 7 years old, they gave her meth. So she said, these were her own words, so she would calm down while they grape her.
What the hell?
Yeah, bro. And there was just a lot of other weird stuff that they did to this little girl, of what they were put in her body and things like that. And then eventually all of them ended up getting locked up, and they all got over like 30 years.
For sure. They should go in there forever.
Yeah, all of them. I think the girl, Jessica, got like 44.
Because she was already...
yeah. Convicted. So and then the guy Fabian, he got the most. I think he ended up getting like 70 or something crazy, and then the mom got a stretch too. So
I feel like they should all get like 100 years.
They should all get 300 years in jail. Something astronomical, bro.
That's so insane.
Yeah, the fact that they did this to their daughter and you like to watch,
that's crazy.
You're at another level, bro.
And the fact that there was other dudes who did this before this guy,
and she allowed it.
They're probably feeding her hella drugs.
Yeah.
For the other dudes as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So she probably was already used to the meth.
That's so sad.
At 7 years old, your life was already cooked.
So sad, bro.
Super crazy. When I heard this, I was just like, there's no way that... And this is what I mean. Some people just should not be parents. And
at all.
The fact that she was facilitating all of these, like, mini freak-offs with her daughter.
Man. 7-year-old daughter.
7-year-old daughter.
Probably younger than that at times, too. Yeah. She's probably been doing this for a minute.
For a minute, bro. She had 2 kids.
That's crazy.
And she did it to both of them. But it's just that day... It so happened to just be Victoria, and she was the one that got killed.
So when the cops came in, where was the other kid at?
I think the other kid was like somewhere in the room or something like that. Yeah. But I didn't see too much about where the other child was, because they didn't say too much about the kid. But yeah, super freaking weird. I don't really understand why the mom was even like this. Definitely it was like mental health for sure. There was something wrong with her.
For sure.
You know, but yeah, super crazy. I didn't even understand this at all. Instantly when I heard this, I was just like, bro, the mom was like, you gotta be a freaky ass bitch. Like, so you gotta think about it. You let this nigga fuck your little daughter and then he fucked you. You're absolutely sick.
It's just so sad because that little girl would never be able to, go to high school, go to prom, graduate, go to college. None of that stuff. Have a boyfriend.
Yes.
Anything like that. She'll never be able to experience a normal life ever because her mom was just such an evil bitch. Yeah. For reals. Honestly. Excuse my language, but she's just such an evil fucking bitch.
Yeah, bro.
And because of her daughter and her other kid also would never live a normal life.
Ever. And the kid's still alive.
Yeah.
Till this day.
Bro, that kid is messed up, bro.
Fried.
Has to be.
Yeah.
And if that kid isn't messed up, dude, that kid is
blessed.
Yeah. That kid is strong, bro.
Yeah, to tell you the truth.
Because after seeing things like that, bro.
Yeah, imagine that seeing it and going through it together at the same time.
Christ, man.
And then you're too young to even do anything. You can't save your sister. Yeah. You can't, defend them. You can't do anything. It's
defend yourself.
You can't even defend yourself. That's so sick to me, bro.
So sad, bro. Yeah. That's the saddest things where it's like the kid is so small. They're not even 10 years old yet.
Yeah.
And they reach the most scariest and like horrible demise ever, dude.
From the jump.
They're wrapped in the blanket and get set on fire is crazy.
That's like the sickest way to go out, to be honest with you.
That's so insane, bro.
That's so sick.
That's so sad, dude.
These people, they just didn't see anything wrong with it either. And that's what's so crazy about some things in life is that imagine we didn't have all this stuff. That's why whenever there's people that are talking about like, oh, defund the police, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, bruh, if we didn't have that,
man,
we would still have crazy motherfuckers like them on the street.
I swear to God.
You know how many more kids would go through some shit the minute she was done with her own? She probably would start snatching kids.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Or she would have told that Fabian to go snatch some kids or whatever.
Or they'll have another.
Or they would have another child just to raise them up to do that.
Yeah, bro.
Like, all right, this time we're going to do it right. We're going to give them the right dose.
Because these people are sick, bro. They're gonna. That's what they get off on. And they're not going to stop until they could get that.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like,
sickening,
these
bro.
people's minds are on another realm than the rest of ours, bro. Yeah, it's not the same at all.
Dude, that weirdly reminds me of the story I got to tell you. And this happened in 1993 in New York. It's about this 4-year-old kid named Derek Robbie. And on this day, this kid, Derek, mind you, this kid is only like 4 years old. And for some reason, this was like the 90s were a different time because at this point, his parents were like, oh, you're old enough just to walk by yourself.
On the street.
4 years old, yeah.
Of New York City.
Yeah, of New York. Well, it wasn't New York City, but it was New York. Still.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, still. But where this kid was walking, he was walking to this, there was a summer camp that was happening, like the summer camp program that's happening at this park nearby where he lived.
Yeah.
The parents were just like, you know what, yeah, go ahead, just walk to the park. You're 4 years old, you're old enough. Now here's a key to the house or whatever.
Yeah, I mean.
This kid's walking to the park by himself. While he's walking, there's another kid who's 13 years old. This kid's name is Eric Smith.
Yeah.
He sees the kid walking by himself.
Oh, man.
And he pretty much tells him, like, hey, like, I know a shortcut through these woods over here to go to the park. It's a faster way to the park.
On James Burglar, bro.
And Derek, the little boy, he's like, all right, yeah, you know, he's 4 years old. He does not know any better. Follows this kid, Eric, into the park. While he gets into the forest with this kid, this kid, Eric, is crazy, bro. He's 13 years old. Yeah. And this kid is bullied like crazy.
The kid, Eric?
The kid, Eric, yeah. He gets bullied all the time. Ironically, both the kids are redheads. And Eric gets bullied a lot because he's redheaded.
So they're black.
Yeah, I guess. In today's age, yeah, I guess. But
no, I'm playing. Go ahead.
Bro, what Eric does to this little kid is so insane.
Yeah.
He ends up beating him up hella bad.
Really?
Yeah, he starts beating the fuck out of him. He gets a big ass rock and holds it over him like this and drops the rock on this kid's head.
Kills him. Why?
That's the thing. So he leaves him there.
Yeah.
And eventually someone ends up finding this little boy's body.
Yeah.
After he kills him, he leaves his body there. The parents are automatically like, oh my God, like my kid hasn't came back home from summer camp. Like he's missing, you know? The town starts, because it's a small town, the town starts looking for him, including this kid, Eric. They're all looking for this kid.
He's in a part of the search party.
Part of the search party too. And the weird thing about it, this kid, Eric, is like super like, he keeps asking his mom, like, did they find him yet? Did they find him yet? He's super involved, like trying to get involved with the case. Like, did they find the little boy yet? Did they find the little boy yet? Eventually, then they find this little boy. They see what happened to this kid. This kid, Eric, starts like saying like weird things to his mom. Yeah. Like pretty much apologizing. Like, I'm sorry for what I did. Yeah. I'm sorry. He keeps saying like, I'm sorry for what I did. And the mom's like, what are you talking about? Like, what the hell? Yeah. And it isn't until the point where like his aunt is pretty much like, yo, something's wrong with Eric. Like, you should go take him to talk to the police officers. Because he's saying a lot of weird shit about this kid. And he's so interested in this little boy who died.
He's seeming off.
And the mom was like, I don't know, until Eric literally tells him, I'm sorry for killing that little boy.
He just says it.
He tells his mom.
And what happens? Does she tell the police?
She takes him to the police. The police like start interviewing him, and he ends up confessing. And he also confesses to, after he had killed him.
Oh, no.
He got like a stick and started sodomizing him.
Wait. Okay. Can you explain for the people who don't know what that means, including me? I forgot what that means.
Sodomizing is butt stuff.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
With a stick?
With a stick, yes. So he's telling the police officers all this, like what he did. And the police are like, why would you want to do this? Like, why? And mind you, this kid is like stone cold face, like no reaction at all. Yeah. And he pretty much tells him like, I just wanted to see what it felt like to kill somebody.
Really?
Yes, bro.
But what about the extra stuff, you little freak?
Yeah, bro. I don't know what
you're gonna stick a branch up his butt?
4-year-old.
4 years old?
Yes. He's 13 years old doing this to a 4-year-old, bro.
And his mind was already cooked.
Dude, and pretty much after all this, bro, they end up trying this little kid.
As an adult.
He's one of the youngest kids in New York to be tried as an adult.
Wow.
13 years old, bro.
And what did he get? He got life?
He went to jail for like 40 years, and he came out recently in 2022.
Really?
Yes, bro. He's like 40-something years old. He's a grown-ass man now. He was trying to get parole for hella long, but like that kid's family kept coming to the parole hearings
getting granted,
and started just saying, you know what I mean, like, you know, we don't feel safe with this kid, with this man now out into the world. But like
100%,
recently in 2022, they actually let him out and
released him.
Yeah, and I think now he works to like, you know, counsel little kids so they don't do stuff that he did. But
I wouldn't even trust him around no other little kids.
Like, there's a lot of confliction in the community. Some people are like, you know, it's been enough time where he's changed, but some people are like, I remember when this shit happened. I remember like looking for the kid. I remember when they found him, how the kid looked. And it's like, bro, 13 years old doing that to a 4-year-old is so crazy, bro.
That's what I mean. It's like you did not care at all, and because you got bullied or whatever in school, you go and do this to an innocent 4-year-old.
Yeah, bro.
And then that's why I said, bro, it's like, it's one thing, and I'm not saying this is okay at all. It's one thing to just kill a person, but to do something
afterwards to their
bodies
in a sexual
way or anything like that after to their body is weird.
Yeah. And at 13 years old, like to even think about doing something like that.
Yeah, like let me pull the little boy's pants down and do that.
Yeah.
Bro, because you got to think about it. Bro. He had to pull his pants down.
Had to.
What?
Yeah, bro.
And the police were able to see all that information, right?
Yeah. When they found, like, you know, they found him, they knew already.
The autopsy and everything.
That's what he did to him. But like the kid ended up like saying like, yeah, you know, I did all this to him because I wanted to see what it'll feel like.
You know what I wonder too?
Wow. And I think I didn't see a lot of people saying this.
Yeah.
But I think because he was bullied because he was redheaded.
Yeah.
And he did this to
attack another redhead.
He did this to a redheaded little boy.
Yeah.
And I think, you know what I'm saying, he did it
I know
kind
exactly
of like
what you're saying.
as a way of like, you know, self-harm kind of, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That's probably why he chose him out for real.
Yeah. But then again, I'm also, maybe I'm crazy for this, bro. I feel like the parents are a little bit to blame.
Oh, 100%.
You can let a 4-year-old walk to summer camp by himself?
That's insane, dude. Like, I don't care, bro.
I wouldn't even let an 8-year-old walk by himself. I was going to say,
yeah, bro. It gets to a point where, like, if I have a son, bro, he's not walking by himself until he's at least, like, maybe 13, 12. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Even though I ain't gonna lie, bro, you know, say what y'all want about my parents. They was letting me walk to the park, you know, already around like 8, 9 a little bit.
Yeah, my parents were
But there was for surely some boundaries where they'd be like, all right, the minute them streetlights come on, get your ass back home. Yeah. You know, so I definitely had certain, you know, precautions and things that they would kind of make sure I didn't do.
But dude,
4 years old is absolutely insane, bro. Y'all were so young, bro. They were idiots as parents. Like, no offense to them, bro, but that is the stupidest thing you could do as a parent is let your because, like, bro, that's like I'm thinking about it right now. The minute you said 4 years old, I just think about my girl's little sister, bro. She is a child, baby. Like, she could sometimes barely even fully articulate what she's trying to say. Like, you know how kids will talk, they'll kind of, well, I like,
they're pretty much foreigners.
And it's,
toddlers are like foreigners for us of the world.
Oh, me. No, I'll say they're like a foreign drunk guy. You know, because they walk like they're super drunk all the time.
Stumbling and shit.
You know, stumbling and shit, whatever the case may be. They're so clumsy and shit.
Yeah.
You know, and that's so interesting. Yeah, and they could barely speak.
Imagine letting a little 4-year-old walk to summer camp.
Yeah, who can't even fucking tell the street signs and shit like that, bro. Or most of these things, dude. You know what I mean?
It's insane, bro. I don't know what they were thinking.
It's like, bro, because to be honest with you, they're probably thinking like, worst case scenario, you know, maybe he ends up stealing a candy bar or something.
He falls and gets a scab on his
scrapes his knee.
I was like, this is how you know the 90s were a different
time for sure. No, it definitely was, bro. We did not take, and I'm just like, did y'all not learn from the 70s or the 80s?
Man,
that was the time of probably some of the craziest serial killers we've heard.
For sure.
Was around these like the 70s to 80s, and mind you know,
that kid's parents grew up during that era.
That's what I mean.
So they should know better to just let my 4-year-old walk out into the world by himself.
Yeah, because I'm like, bro, I don't remember if it was like the 90s or the 80s when motherfuckers was talking about, bro, they was finding little blades in their candies and shit. Was that the 90s?
I think that was the 90s and stuff. Yeah,
bro, I'm just saying, bro.
Well, early 2000s too, because I remember that.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. Yeah, because my mom told me the same thing. But I'm just being real though. It's like, why is it that in a safer time, because I would argue the early 2000s was when, you know, the world got a little bit more chill. Up until now, it's like, you know, we have so much technology you know, you're cooked if you even try to do a crime. They can find DNA from under the kid's fingernails. You know, they can find hair particles on the kid's shirt.
They can find your shoe print in the mud or something like that, and then track that shoe, where they bought it from, and the serial number and the store they got it from. Yeah, and they'll be able to find you like that.
They'll be able to find you just like that. They'll be like, yes, when did you sell this certain pair of Jordans? It's like, this was the 539th. We sold it on August 23rd at 3 p.m.
All right, let me see the cameras.
Yeah, go back to that camera. Go back to that date and let's see who came in and bought those shoes.
Yeah, we got them.
We got them. Yep.
Clear as day.
And then they also have a report of like, yeah, we did see this redhead kid that was about 13 to maybe 14 years old walking with that child. We thought it was his big brother.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, so now we have eyewitness and we got video footage of you buying the same shoes.
Yeah, I think nowadays it would be so much like
it's so much easier to collect DNA. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, if it was like if you burn somebody's body, you ain't getting nothing.
Yeah,
but nowadays,
honestly, I think
we still gonna get it.
I think nowadays people are a little bit more cautious about stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they try to be
because we've been through all that. We know what people are capable of.
Oh God, yeah.
Now I'm saying like. During the 90s, I feel like people were a little bit more ignorant. You know, ignorance is bliss.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So they were more like, that would never happen in this small town.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They think like that. But I think nowadays, even if you live in a small town, you're like, I feel like more people are more on guard now.
Yeah, they're more aware.
Than they were back in the days.
Hell yeah. I mean, because you got to think about it. Our access to news, too, is insane.
Exactly,
like, we got access to the whole world. Like, I could see a story from Africa of some guy who's over there freaking killing people. Or I could see a story from Australia where they got this. Or Jack the Ripper. Or yada yada. Or any of these other guys. It's like we have so much access to everything. We can actually go online. I could literally learn the mind of a serial killer on a 3-hour YouTube video, a 1-hour YouTube video nowadays. Versus back in the day, I got to go read a fucking book about the psyche.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or maybe I can find a news article where they're talking about it. Like, is being a serial killer hereditary?
Yeah.
Or whatever the case like that. You know what I mean? and there would be like an article about it.
But other than that, back then you had to go out of your way to go and
get this information,
research and stuff yourself.
But now it's a click away.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's not even, I would say we're more like almost like paranoid or anything. We're just more educated than ever, or we have more access than we ever have.
And at the same time, we're more dumb than ever.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
No, that's the wild part about where we're at right now, is that like we're so stupid because of social media, but at the same time,
technology in general.
Yeah, technology just in general, and because we rely so much on it, but at the same time we're, I guess, more advanced than we've ever been. Because you'll see a lot of people, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'd be like, some of these kids, bro.
No,
I couldn't even imagine this.
I'm really scared for the future.
No, I'm being honest with you. I couldn't even imagine this, bro. Do you know how many times I'll sit there and have to do like an essay, whatever with the whoop, and I'll sit there, bro. The only things we had when we were in high school was I forgot what that thing was called, where it was like it would peer review your essay after you were done writing it, and it was able to like kind of tell you like, oh yeah, change this word to maybe this one would be a little bit better, whatever the case may be. You messed up right here, yada, yada, yada. It wouldn't give you and write out your essay. It would literally just tell you, like, correct this, do this, change that, whatever, with the whoop, you messed up on this. And it would give you, like, almost a grade on top before you turned it in. I forgot what that was called. But a bunch of people actually used it. It was just a good tool. But now these kids be on they be chat GBTing it up, being like, bruh,
make an essay
about the Civil War. In the victor's perspective,
and it'll literally make a whole.
It's gonna go and make a banger.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of like. There's just one teacher who went. I think she teaching in Washington D.C. or something. I'm not for sure where she was teaching. She literally walked out in the middle of her classroom and pretty much like told these kids off, like, you guys are like dumb for reals. Like, you guys don't even know how to write on your own or read on your own, because you guys use these technology
AI
to read for you and write for you and do everything for you pretty much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, bro, it gets to the point where like some of these kids don't even know how to write their own names.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like at 3rd grade, 2nd grade.
Yeah, it's getting crazy, bro.
Dude.
Because you already got a phone, so you could just chat GBT it up.
Dude, that's so... Yeah, or you could like talk to your phone and it will type out for you.
Real quick. Yeah. And you got to think about how young these kids are getting what cause, bro. You could be in the middle of a test. You know what I'm saying? Some of these teachers, I don't think they really go, I was just going to say, I got the Apple Watch on. I'm sitting there talking about something. Little bro don't even know.
Crazy.
You feel me? You got to turn that volume all the way down.
It's sad because I'm thinking, bro, these kids are going to be the future. Yeah. One of these kids are going to be president one day.
On me. They're going to be taking care of us. Ain't that crazy?
And they're so stupid.
And they're so dumb, bro. I'm not even kidding.
Like, there's like 8th graders that read at like a 3rd grade, 5th grade level.
Bro. Yeah. Bro, that's so crazy. I ain't gonna lie. These kids dread popcorn reading. They dread it.
Oh my God. I don't think that even exists anymore. I don't think they do that no more.
Probably not.
I don't think they do that no more. Because like,
I didn't gotta ask my girl. What the fuck?
Yeah,
ask your girl, nigga. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they even do that anymore, because I'm thinking like nowadays it's so much like, oh, we don't want to discourage the kids.
It's pressure.
You know what I mean? This, that. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, bro.
But if you couldn't do it, we was on your ass. It would be that one thing he talking about.
And the teacher was like, if you're sitting there stuttering, the teacher will sit there and make you read out the whole passage.
Do it again. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Bro, sitting there. The cat in the hat.
You got that table over there laughing their ass off.
Weak. They're dead over there. Yeah. And then they'll damn near be like this. They'll be like, and I loved whenever we would do the popcorn reading, and then you get to choose who's next. Like the person who read last. They would always choose that kid because we wanted to see him struggle.
Every time.
We'd be like, ooh, choose Tobias.
Yeah. You know he's going to crazy. Yo, he's not going to be able to read this shit.
Tobias is going to sit there and spaz.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
And he's sitting there. The cat in the hat went. The cat in the hat went to. And it's like, oh, it's okay. Sound it out.
Like, I have to say, like, I don't think they do. I really
They'll
don't think
never
they
do it again, bro. They'll never do it again, bro.
Like, all these kids just get stuff read to them.
It's because we're making everything easier. We're trying to lower the standard of everything. We're trying to, but I think that, you ever heard the phrase pressure makes diamonds, nigga?
Yeah.
And I think that's necessary.
No, further, and I think even the grading system is different. I think, like, nowadays, it's like 85 is an A.
Really?
I think so. I might be bugging on that.
Yeah.
But I think like 80, 85 is like A minus.
Oh, so don't tell me. That means 65 is a C.
Yeah. I think like 50% is like a C now.
No, 50% got to be a D.
No, I think 50% is
because 60 used to be a D. So I'm saying I think 60 to 65 is a C. You said 75 is 80 something is an A.
Yeah.
I'm saying 70 something is a B now.
Yeah.
That used to be a C.
Yeah.
So that means 60 something is a C. 50 is a D.
Because
50 was an F.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
exactly.
If you get like 40 and below, now you got an F.
Yeah.
That's interesting,
insane, bro.
That is actually interesting because it made you have to strive for more.
Back then, it's like if you wanted an A or if you wanted an
A, to hit in the 90s.
You need to know everything.
Yeah.
And if you wanted an A+, you need to know everything and extra.
And some more. I was going to say, there you go. Stop it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
There it is, yeah.
So nowadays, it's like, you don't have to know shit. And you could breeze with a B.
On me. You can slide through with a B, bro. You got a 70%. You got a 70
or something. 70%.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a 73%. You got a B.
That's insane.
Because I remember, bro, I got a 73%. That's a C minus.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, bro, you barely passed, bro.
You barely passed. Yeah. And even then, it was like this easy even passing for certain schools and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, they're not even gonna rock with it. For you, bro. That was interesting. Yeah, that's how you know, bro. That's so interesting. We're just in a different time.
Everything's getting dumbed down, bro.
We're literally in a different time now. Yeah, so I don't know, bro. I just think a lot of this stuff is very weird. Like, you know, social media kind of just changed the game, to be honest with you, with a lot of this stuff. Technology in general, how we were just talking about with these crimes, you know what I mean? It's way easier for us to just, and that's one of the benefits versus the negatives of, like, you know, how we were saying the school system, how these kids are kind of getting stupider, to be honest, because of all the access. But dude, I mean, our freaking technology when it comes to figuring these crimes out is freaking
it's
elite.
Crazy. It's crazy.
You know what I mean? But dude, speaking of tech, bro, that these people, I wish they would have had during this guy did the nastiest thing after a funeral. This happened in 2003 to this guy named Sumanto. It happened in Indonesia. So he was this Indonesian guy. Long story short, there was this funeral that was happening one day, and this whole family was there. They're not related to this guy, Sumanto. All of these people are there for the funeral. They're paying their respects. The funeral ends. A day goes by. One of her relatives came to visit her grave. So when they came to visit her grave the very next day, they noticed that the dirt was like disturbed. The casket and everything wasn't in there. The person was like, what the hell? Like, you know, the relative was just going crazy. They end up telling the authorities. Authorities end up going over there. They're investigating, seeing what's up. Like, okay, so pretty much we got a grave robber here. They took the whole casket.
The whole thing.
Yeah, they took the whole thing with the body.
Yeah.
They're super confused. They ended up doing a bunch of research trying to figure out how this happened, who did it, whatever the case may be. Some eyewitness person that was around the area that said, the last person I seen that entered that graveyard after all the people left, like for the funeral, a couple hours later I seen this one guy, and it was that guy Samanto. They end up being like, all right, cool, he's suspect number one. They end up going to bro's house one day, and they go to his house. They end up finding this guy inside of this home
with the body,
and he was eating it. He dug it out so he can eat it.
Really?
Yes, he was eating this old lady's corpse. They're super thrown off, like, what the hell is even going on? So instantly they take bro and they're like, dude, you're done. And when they take him in, they're still investigating, and they're trying to see if this was a one-time offense.
Yeah.
And as they're investigating and they're looking through his house, they end up starting to find clothes that were not his. So then they ended up seeing this shirt and these pants from this guy who was a masseuse out there. And they were like, what the hell? They ended up identifying that it was this other guy that went missing a couple months or a couple weeks ago, who was like this masseuse guy. And this guy, Sumanto, ended up inviting him over pretty much so he can give him a massage. And his whole plan was to eat this guy.
Whoa.
And apparently he ate this guy too. And they said he ate about probably 3 other people, but they're assuming it's way more, because some of the other things that they found around his house.
Oh, he just ate the whole body. There's nothing left.
Pretty much. Over time, yes. So after that, bro, he goes to like court. They do the whole thing, and they believed that he was doing this in other people's graves as well. So this guy was like not the traditional grave robber where he's going to try to steal their jewelry.
He's taking everything, literally.
He's taking everything they have, their body, and he would eat it. I don't know if he did any other like sexual acts or things like that, but bro was eating these bodies. And
so he was killing people and taking bodies from graves,
pretty much. Yes, that's what they came to the conclusion of. The reason why this guy said he did it, he tells them in court, he said, the reason why I did this was I believed that it would have gave me supernatural powers to control the dead.
Really?
And that's what this guy believed, why he was like, I should eat bodies, because he practiced black magic.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was thinking.
So he really believed that he'd be able to like have an army of the dead.
Yes, of the dead, yes. Like he was a freaking Black Lantern or something. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, he thought he was going to be able to do that. And so they were like, yeah, bro, you're absolutely crazy.
Yeah, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, and then he ended up getting arrested. But what had these people in Indonesia in outrage is he was only in jail for about 5 years.
Just 5 years?
It was only for about 5 years that he got arrested for, yes. Like 5 to 6 years. And then they let him out. And even when they let him back into society, all of the people are still just like, why is he here?
Yeah.
We are not going to let this guy. He ate my grandma, bruh.
And countless other people.
But yeah, bro, this guy literally was insane. And all of these people were just super outraged. Like, why would y'all even let this guy out ever? He actively was eating people, and y'all have the evidence on him. Y'all know he ate more than one person.
They literally walked in on him eating an old lady.
And they saw him eating this old lady, bro, in his house. So, and they found a bunch of her remains that were scattered throughout the crib, too.
Only 5. So did the public, like, do anything to him?
Nah,
or did he ever go back to jail?
Not that I know of, that the public didn't do anything to him, but he didn't go back to jail. No, he was set free after the 5 to 6 years. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 6 years to be exact, but
why only 6 though?
I don't know, bro. It's like
he literally killed a dude.
Yeah,
multiple people.
And they have the evidence. I don't understand.
That's crazy.
I don't understand.
Maybe it was like a
mental thing.
They insanity. Crazy.
I think what saved him was probably when he said his reason why he did.
Yeah, they're
he
like,
said I wanted to control the dead. So it was like
that's what I don't get, bro.
Yeah, I know.
When you go to court and you say something crazy like that. Yeah. Like, to me, I'm like, send him somewhere longer.
Yeah, I was going to say, send him somewhere deeper in the jail cell, bro. Like, we can't see this guy how deep he is, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like we damn near got to throw his food down a well.
I swear to God.
That's super deep.
Like, put him somewhere it's like he doesn't have bars. He has plexiglass in front of him.
I was going to say.
On some Hannibal Lecter type stuff.
Yeah. I was going to say, bro, they damn near better walk him in like that with a mask on and stuff, bro. That's crazy because you're eating people.
Yeah.
Hannibal. Ain't that a bitch? And then what blows my mind is just like, imagine, bro, I go to jail. I go and I kill a whole bunch of people. Let's say I did it on some gang shit too, right? I went and I shot a couple niggas. And then I go out and I go like this. What do y'all expect me to do, bruh? Like, y'all don't even understand. I killed these guys because I did it for Bugs Bunny.
Crazy.
You're
insane. Going to jail forever.
No, this is my point.
They're gonna put you in
a loony bin? Yeah. Because I said, oh, well, I did it for Bugs Bunny. Yeah. I'm possessed by Bugs Bunny, and I'm sitting there talking about, God. He's like, and I'm doing that in court.
Remember I told you like a couple years ago that lady who killed her daughter or something like that. She killed like her kids. Yeah. Because she said SpongeBob made her do it.
Dude, I remember that. Yeah. Bro, I remember there was even a story of that little girl who said she killed her homie because Slender Man told her to do it.
That's crazy.
It's like, for real, bro? So we can just blame it on these characters?
Yeah, oh, God, yeah.
Okay, bro, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I killed my girl because Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, he told me, bro, I'll be able to fly a dragon, bro, if I do it. Really?
That's insane, dude.
Stop playing with me, bro. We not about to just go and throw out and start throwing these characters under the bus.
Oh, God.
Let's keep it real, bro. Keep SpongeBob out of it.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Keep Hiccup out of it,
He didn't do anything.
He didn't do nothing to you. Keep this nigga out of it. He's innocent.
That's what I'm saying. And I understand that some people do have mental issues, so they do need to work on their problems or whatever. Yeah. But like, bro, you do some crazy shit.
You're cooked.
Like stab somebody like 50 times and then blame it on fucking Rigby from Regular Show or something. Oh, God, yeah. It's like, dude, you got to go to the deepest hole in some mental hospital or some mental prison or whatever. Yeah. Like, they really got to make Arkham a real place, damn near.
I mean, they have to. I think that would be the best thing because it's like, why are we just going to sit there and send this guy to jail? Everybody's just like, you fucking piece of shit. You killed my daughter. Da-da-da. And then I'm just sitting there like, yeah, that's all, folks. And I'm being like fucking Daffy Duck or like Bugs Bunny or Porky Pig. That's all, folks. It's like, bro, really?
That's insane, dude.
And I'm just sitting there getting pulled away and I'm doing the Porky Pig or I'm sitting there doing the Morty.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez. And I'm just doing that shit.
You think your grandpa's going to come save you or
some
shit.
And I'm talking about, oh, Grandpa Rick, this is getting scary, Rick. And it's like, they're sitting there like, dude, send him to jail. And they're like, I mean, do you hear him? He's quoting Rick and Morty, man.
Yeah. He needs help.
He needs help. We got to send him to jail, bro. And then I'm just sitting there still spouting all this bullshit. And that saves me. And then I go and then they send me to the loony bin and I'm just like, whoo.
I'm good now.
I'm good. Thank God Rick and Morty saved me.
Yeah, let me just be cool for a little bit. They're going to let me out in a little bit.
Yeah, and then every time they come back in the room, I'm sitting there like, oh, geez, the Confederation and Rick, where's your portal gun, Rick?
And the thing is, because like you could go to those loony bins, still act crazy or whatever, and then just little by little stop doing it, and they're like, oh, he's good now.
He's getting better.
Yeah, he's getting better.
Yeah, and then I'll sit there like slowly, and I'm like this. They're like this. Hey, so Rick's still talking to you? And I'm like this. Nah, man. Rick's not talking to me no more, man.
It's just me.
It's just me here now.
All right, well, I think we will release you next week.
I'm healed. Thank you guys for the rehabilitation.
Like, bro, there's got to be some dudes who do stuff like that.
Oh, God.
Like,
now I'm going to the next court date. I have a suit on and shit.
Yeah, you're hella normal.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry to the people that have lost their life and the family that I've affected.
And mind you, your first court date, you were throwing shit around the room. Yeah.
Wildin'.
Thinking you're Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, oh God, wildin', bro. You know what I'm saying? Really wildin'. I'm trying to jump on the tables and shit. Yeah. It's like, come on, bro. Really? And then it's just going to be cool afterwards because I'm sitting here now, I'm well dressed and I'm talking very proper. And I'm just sitting face to face. Like, I can understand that you can still hate me and want the worst for me, but I've changed. I've grown. I've went through the proper things that I needed to go through. And I'm very sorry for the loss that you guys have had. It's like, nigga, you caused it. Yeah. And you were doing the fucking Bugs Bunny in here a month ago. You're not, dude, you're not good.
Being hella Looney Tunes.
Yeah, you're being hella Looney Tunes. You're being 5 different characters at once. God. This is despicable. And I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting doing that, all having a conversation with myself in the courtroom. I'm sitting there, Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, oh God.
Oh, you Marvin?
Yeah, I'm gonna lie, bro. Like, they're for sure gonna send you to a Looney Bin.
Oh, dude, they're sending me to Looney Tunes. They're sending me literally
Land.
Yeah, they're literally gonna send me to that place. You know what I'm saying, bro? Where I can get hit in the head with a frying pan, and my head's the size of a frying pan and shit.
Bro, this is a Sylvester, bro. That's hella funny.
No, I'm so serious, bro. Like, that's.
I think it does a disservice to the people who are actually crazy for real.
Yeah.
That actually do need the help.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of people do go that route where they're like, their lawyers tell them like, bro, just act crazy.
Yeah, just like this, bro, go crazy. And he's like, but how do I act crazy?
Make your tie a little loose, you know what I'm saying? Right. Mess up your hair. You know what I'm saying?
Start doing the Heath Ledger Joker and shit. Licking my lips like a motherfucker and shit.
Yeah, I start acting like Larry Curly the Mo and shit in the courtroom. You're trying to poke the judge's eyes and shit. Oh, you know what I mean?
I'm over getting up, nigga, slapping my butt and shit. You know, wildin', bro.
It's so crazy. I feel like there's a lot of people who did get away with shit just for acting insane. Cause there's no way to prove that this guy's not crazy. Like, I don't think there's like, unless you have like footage of him acting normal as fuck before the crime and
I know, yeah, that's the worst part about it. If there's no footage, what can you do?
But if the dude just walks in, he's just hella like,
yeah, you know, he's already coming in,
like Tasmanian devil or some shit.
Start doing like, it's like, jeez, bro.
It's like, bro, this dude is just crazy.
Yeah,
there's nothing we could do.
There's nothing we could say because it's like, do you guys have footage of him being a fucking upstanding citizen?
Yeah.
You know, if there's no footage, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, they might be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you better get a couple of videos, bro, of you when you're drunk or something, bro, and post those on your media. You know what I'm saying? And I just have a bunch of videos where I'm fucked up and I'm just sitting there, you know, hella drunk and shit with the homies, and they're gonna use those videos to claim my insanity. It's like, look at him at this bar. I ripped my shirt open and shit. Wildin'. I have a lampshade on there. Like, where did he even get that? You know what I mean?
There's no lampshade at the bar. He brought that from his home.
He brought it from his house. He's crazy. Look at him. Look how he's talking to people. I'm sitting there hella drunk, like, hey, it was
like, and he wasn't even drinking that day.
He wasn't even drinking. That was just him. It's like, there's clearly a bottle in his hand, sir. He was holding it for his friend.
Yeah.
What evidence do you have that he drank it? Did he drink it in the video?
Mm-hmm.
Send him to the loony bin.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a free get out of jail card.
It definitely is, bro. That's why I said instantly, bro, I'm just going to play crazy. I'm going to sit there and start talking about some, hey, SpongeBob. Instantly.
Go straight to the Patrick.
I'm going to the Patrick Star,
straight
bro.
To the Patrick. Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to sit there and get right into it, bro. And the judge is going to sit there and be like, all right, bro, no. Stop trying to act like this. What are you doing? And the family's going to be sick.
Yeah.
If I ever did some crazy shit, bro, the family's going to be sick. They're going to sit there and be like, he's lying.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, I hate a sick motherfucker that'll do some shit like this. Like, right before they enter the courtroom, they're like, you know I don't regret it, right? Hello, like maniacal. And then he gets in there and he's sitting there talking about some,
yeah, crazy.
And he's wilding. And it's just like, dude, you planned this all out.
Man.
And they're all just like, he's lying. You guys can see right through it.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But there's no way to prove that.
There's no way to prove it. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there like this. Yeah, it's wild, though, that I'm actually a Glorpian. From the planet Xenon in Sector 5.
Like, hey, man, he's crazy. He's schizophrenic or something. You really think you're an alien for Rose?
Yep, I am an alien. What do you mean, do I really think I'm an alien, bro? You know I had to come here through Area 51, right? That's how I came here.
Like the heel. Yeah, it's like he doesn't know how to speak English that good.
Yeah, I mean, you know?
Yeah, because, like, you know, dudes who has multiple personalities.
That's super interesting to me.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? What do you think, hey, Mike, if you had multiple personalities, bro, what do you think yours would be?
I think it'd just be me.
The butch lesbian?
Just That's not me at all. That's not me at all. I think it's just me. Just regular old Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-mm. And then I think I have an old train conductor.
I like that one. I'm gonna like that guy. Yeah.
Old. He's an old drunk.
What's his deal?
He's drunk. He's a train conductor. His name's Cletus.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, you like that one? Huh?
Yeah. So there's Mike, Cletus,
and then Mike, Cletus, and then and I think the other one would be D'Angelo. He's a DJ from Miami.
That's good. I like D'Angelo. He's always on the turntables.
Yeah. I'm always alive.
Yeah. On God. Even like when he's eating dinner and shit, he starts turning the plates.
Yeah.
Nigga can't get enough of his job. People hate it though.
Yeah. People hate D'Angelo.
Yeah. He's like, you don't want your plate?
Yeah. Let me get that.
Let me get that, bro. I'm practicing for my set.
Yeah. And I'm always have headphones on.
Yeah. All the time. That's actually good. I like D'Angelo, but I like the train conductor though.
Yeah, Cletus, he's cool. Yeah. He's an older man.
Yeah.
Bad back. Kind of walks around with a hunch.
Yeah. That's interesting.
He's a drunk.
Yeah. And every time like something good happens to him, he always does this.
Yeah.
Like for the train. Yeah.
He does all aboard.
Yeah.
Does that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
What about you? If you had multiple personalities. Yeah. Who would be your?
Dang, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely would have just classic old me, right? That's my first one. Damn, bro, I don't think I can top Cletus, bro. Cletus is like my favorite now.
Cletus is good, huh?
Yeah. I definitely would have. Let me think about it, bro. I have Tobias. He's a Redditor. Like he's like a super Reddit guy. You know what I mean? And like he sees himself as he's overweight. He has body dysmorphia too.
Yeah.
And then
neckbeard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, neckbeard. And then I have Dwayne. He's a gay man from New Orleans, and he likes to go to like hella nightclubs and stuff.
That's so random.
Yeah. That's my last one.
That's so random, bro. I like. What was his name again?
Dwayne.
Dwayne's cool.
Yeah, Dwayne's cool.
I think Dwayne and D'Angelo will get along.
Yeah, they probably would. Yeah, they'll probably go hang out and shit. Because he's the DJ at the. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like D'Angelo has like Dwayne on the side of him. Dwayne's like dancing while he's like.
It makes it problematic though, because like you have like all of yours are just they're all pretty much the same, and then mine's a little bit problematic because sometimes I wake up and I'll be like, what the hell?
Yeah, there's a dude in your bed.
Yeah,
because of Dwayne.
Yeah, because Dwayne. I'm like, Dwayne, bruh, stop bringing dudes over, bruh.
Yeah, exactly.
And I gotta explain to bruh like, nah, bro, like you feel me? It's this Sharif, bruh. Like this ain't. You feel me?
So sometimes D'Angelo and Cletus don't get along because like Cletus have dirty hands because he's a train conductor.
There you go.
And he be touching D'Angelo's records and stuff like that. So D'Angelo's like, fuck.
They be beefing.
Yeah, they be beefing.
I'm already knowing. Yeah.
And then it was just me.
Like Cletus was working last night.
Yeah.
And then D'Angelo got to do a little thing where he got to go to go on a plane in the morning to go for. I'm already knowing. And he's like, bro, this dude dirtied my turntables.
Yeah, it gets crazy.
He dirtied my records.
It gets crazy in here.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. Me too, bro. That's wild.
But bro, speaking of Louisiana, glad that you brought up New Orleans.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened over there recently?
No, I didn't.
So bro, this is a conspiracy. This is fucking demonized and shit like that, bro.
Vampires?
Worse.
Really?
A lot of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Specifically, 2 crazy shits have happened in Louisiana recently.
Yeah.
And I think it's because of the doll Annabelle.
Really?
Yes. This is not promo for the new Conjuring movie that's coming out soon. All right.
Oh, that's dope. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's a new movie coming out.
Yeah.
But this is not promo for that.
Mm-hmm.
I heard recently they have moved the Annabelle doll
to a different location
from Lorraine Warren's house.
Yeah.
And when they moved it, crazy shit started happening. A plantation, like a huge plantation house.
Oh, it set on fire, right?
Set on fire. They put it out, and then in a different part of the house, it got set on fire again.
Really?
Yes. That's already crazy within itself, right?
Yeah.
And around the same time they were moving the doll, a bunch of inmates from Louisiana
escaped.
All escaped.
I seen that. They escaped through like a toilet, right?
Through like a hole in the toilet.
Yeah. Oh my God. And this was all around the time that the Annabelle doll
was moving around.
Dog, what's going on, bruh? Look, I don't know people that don't want to, you feel me, believe too much stuff like this.
That's crazy though. That's crazy though.
I look at certain things and I be like this, right? I don't think certain things are a coincidence.
It can't all be that much of a coincidence.
I hate when people always just be like, well, it's a coincidence, baby. What else we gonna say?
In a week span, a huge house a huge plantation house.
Yeah.
That's been here for hella long. Probably has hella, spirits and all types of shit in there.
Hell yeah.
It's burned down twice after they put it out. It gets burned down again. And then a bunch of inmates break out of jail.
Through a toilet.
Through a hole in the back of a toilet.
Yeah, that was insane, bro. Yeah. I don't know. Because, people can sit there and just be like, Oh yeah, well, I mean, you gotta understand, bro. There's certain things in life, but it's like, bro, are we really just gonna always say these things are coincidences? Because I feel like that's kind of a lazy response to things that we just can't explain. It's just like, oh yeah, well, it's a coincidence, bro. What you want me to do about it? You feel me? What am I gonna say?
I don't know, but that's just weird. That's too close for me. Like they happen within like the same week, damn near.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's like a common thing out there in New Orleans or, you know, where
houses be getting burned down, inmates are break
out. Yeah, I don't know if that's a common thing out there. Especially, doubt it, bro. I mean, bro, maybe niggas got to look into that specific jail, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I heard those dudes got help from one of the guards.
Really?
That's what I heard.
They had an inside guy. Bro, that's actually wild. But you know what's actually funny, too? I actually heard that they ended up catching 2 of them. And
recently,
the other 5 or 4, they're still out.
It was like
it was hella of them,
I think it was 8 of them
who got out. Yeah, so the other like 6
You know how they caught those guys?
You said no how?
Fucking idiots. You know how they caught them? They're on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
Dude. We just got out, bro. We free.
They had to show out.
Idiots.
Yeah. It's so crazy, too, how they even jumped over the barbed wire. They used blankets. They planned it out. They used blankets and they like kind of stacked it on top, and then they just rolled over it.
You know the little message they left the
what did it say? What did it say? I heard about this.
It said above the hole they wrote "too easy, LOL."
Yeah, and they spelled 2 wrong.
They did.
Yeah, they put T-O.
That's why they was in jail.
Yeah, exactly. That right there. But that's so crazy.
But no, that's scary.
No, I'm not even
Anyone
kidding.
who's living out there, bro, beware, because there's 6 of these inmates.
Dangerous guys. We don't even know what they was on. We don't even know why they was in there.
If they're smart, they're leaving the country.
I was gonna say, if they're smart, they're gonna keep a low profile.
Yeah.
Unlike the 2 dudes that got caught like idiots. They want to jump on live. I'm pretty sure some of the other inmates were mad as hell. Like, nigga, why are you on live right now? You know the police is watching these, right? Oh man, bro, that's what's so crazy. And I promise you, the police was waiting.
You know they logged back into their old Instagram accounts.
Yeah.
Started liking hella shit, DMing hella people.
Yeah, DMing hella people. Be like, yes, demon home. Demon home.
The cops immediately went like this. Oh, there's the account just got activated and they're messaging stuff. Oh yeah, that's him.
Bro, it pinged on their fucking screen. They said, look at him. He on live thinking that shit's sweet. Let's go pick him up.
Idiots.
Yeah, let's go give bro a ride home.
No, some people really don't use their fucking brain sometimes.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, and now imagine this, right? Let's say your sentence was you was there for 10 years.
Oh, you're in there.
And you just broke out. Now you're never getting out.
Yeah, they're gonna make sure of it.
Yeah, you're never getting out, nigga.
Yeah.
Ever in your life again.
Yeah. Hope you like the food there.
Yeah, hope you like the food, the hard ass pillows, nigga, and the metal fucking slab that you lay on every night.
Hope you like cold toilet seats.
Yeah, on me. And pooping in front of other niggas.
Yeah. Forever.
For the rest of your life, bro. So that's gonna become a common thing. And if you ever, by the grace of God, get out of jail, you're gonna be in there so long that when you go to a normal toilet, you're gonna be like, you gonna damn near tell the nigga from outside the toilet. You gonna see a nigga out there and be like, hey brother, come in here, bro. You gotta see me. Cause you're so used to it. You damn near gonna be like, bro, this is weird. I'm not used to pooping by myself. Dude. It make me feel safe, low key.
You better perfect your spread recipe. Cause you're gonna be in there for a minute.
Oh yeah. You better start.
You better find out the good chips to use, the nice
the Fritos.
The Fritos, yeah. If you like Doritos or Fritos or whatever, Cheetos, whatever,
yeah. On me. You got to throw a little bit of that cheese in there, bro.
Oh God.
Make your spread. You feel me? Do it just like that, bro. You better get used to it.
Cause you're gonna be in there for a minute once they catch you.
I ain't gonna lie, but the first thing I would have done if I was those guys that escaped, brother, I'm eating a meal
instantly.
I'm eating a meal. I'm going to Wendy's. I'm going to Burger King. I'm going to In-N-Out if it's close. I don't even think they got In-N-Out out there. Don't, sadly. Yeah, I know it's a California thing, but don't they have In-N-Outs somewhere else? Is it just Cali?
I think they might have some in Texas.
Okay. Yeah, who knows? But hey, even speaking of demons, bro, I'm not even gonna get into my next story yet. I just wanted to say this, and I don't know if you've seen this. This blew my mind, bro, and I don't know why the cop said it is what it is, but I'm gonna explain it. Did you know that they said they found the remains of somebody's leg near Taylor Swift's house? They said it was like down the street type shit.
Really?
It was a human leg.
Like clean cut or
bro,
like?
I'm pretty sure it was clean cut. Look, they didn't say too many of the details because I don't think they want to put too much details out on this story. But they said it was a human leg that was a few distance, a little bit away from her house.
Hey, they sacrificing people there.
Why did everybody start saying that too? They said, bro, they probably made a mistake. And you feel me? They ended up leaving the leg or it rolled down the hill or something like that, bro. They found it not too far from her house and they said they didn't investigate. They didn't investigate her house. They just investigated whose leg it was and shit. They didn't even try to. They said, there's no reason to investigate her. Nigga, they pay it off.
Dude, this is how I know like they get special treatment, bro. If they found a leg, in your little circle over here,
dude,
all these houses,
all of them getting investigated. They go
all of them door to door,
rip the walls off of
to
my
find
shit.
some bodies here.
Yeah, They doing all that. They kicking through my walls.
Oh my God.
They going through my closets, my this, bro.
Everything.
They going down there check the inside of my shoes. Yeah. They're going to try to find any type of evidence.
I swear to God.
You feel what I'm saying?
But because it's Taylor Swift, they're going to be like,
she's a mega pop star, bro. She would never do that.
There's no way she could do that.
Yeah. Taylor Swift's too rich.
Like
really?
More of
I'm like, there are more of the people that would do this shit.
For real.
She probably got cocky with it and said, you know what, bro, cut that bitch's leg off, nigga. Make
throw it down the street.
Throw it down the street. Fuck it. We're not going to get in trouble. Throw that bitch leg down the street.
It must have been someone like, I don't know, maybe trying to expose her or.
Maybe. They probably found it in the trash.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, what? I wonder how they even get rid of these things if these people are really sacrificing people. Where do they go? You think they just incinerate it? They burn it?
Probably.
Like to the next level?
Yeah. Or like they feed it to like an animal or something.
Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's smart.
Maybe they do like some Breaking Bad shit. They melt it.
Oh, my God, dude. That takes a lot. But then again, they're super rich.
Yeah.
They can just freaking install this big-ass tub thing.
Yeah, a vat of acid at the basement of their house. And then like throw bodies in there.
Yeah. And then after they're done with whatever they got to do, they're just like, yes, toss them. Throw them in there, bro. And then after the day, they close it over, let it cook.
Let it melt.
It's just the bones in there.
Dude.
After some time, you feel me?
What do you think that is though, Froze?
The leg?
The leg, yeah.
Me personally, if I gotta go sideways blinking eyes, bro, I think it's some weird shit and it was a mistake that they might have made. But then I'm like, how could you make that big of a mistake of leaving a leg?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Of leaving a leg by her house. So I don't know. Or it could be this. There was somebody that was actively, and this is just a stretch, somebody was actively going to her house. They ended up killing someone that was close to Taylor Swift, but their plan was to try to get Taylor Swift. And they probably killed somebody that was just there.
But why the leg?
I don't know.
Where's the body?
That's what I'm saying. That's weird. Because why would there even be a human leg there? I don't know any other reason. What other reason?
Yeah.
Maybe bro was hauling the whole body and it dropped. That's what it could have been too.
Maybe like they had it like in the back of their pickup
That's what
truck.
I mean. Yeah.
They had a speed bump and
it said, leg flew out. They didn't even realize.
There's no way they would have it covered up or anything like that.
Yeah,
though, you know
100%.
what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely.
That really doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that.
This is what I think.
Go ahead.
This is full sideways blinking eyes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all could quote me on this.
Yep.
She had she was having like a listening party or whatever. And then some dude or some girl was like, I don't know if I like this one, Taylor.
Yeah.
This song's not that good. Taylor's eyes instantly went red and her teeth got all sharp and shit. And then this girl decided to like book it, try to run outside. Yeah. And then
Taylor herself.
And then Taylor jumped into the
night
with her fucking big crazy wings and shit. And just like on some Jeepers Creepers shit.
Swooped down,
snatched her ass up, but only left the leg.
Yep, just left the leg, man.
Yeah.
Took the whole body. That's actually a good guess. And then right after, Taylor says she rubbed the blood off of her mouth and she went right back to recording.
Yeah, I swear to God. Made a song about that bitch.
Yeah, I mean, that's
if
crazy.
you can see that I'm the one who understands you.
Went right into it.
Yeah, God.
Right after she does it.
That song's actually about cannibalism.
Yep, it is. Why can't you see? Come on, bruh.
Yeah.
She's saying you belong with me. She's not talking about the guy.
Talking about like you belong
inside of me because I want to eat you. Thank you, bro. Stop it. We could do all of them.
That's what I got.
She had another song. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. She's talking about the bodies that she ate. Stop playing with me. It's 22 bodies. You think she was talking about her age, Mike? You think she was talking about her age, Mike?
Way. There's no way.
Stop playing with me.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. I hope none of y'all take it serious, actually, please.
Yeah, I hope Taylor doesn't come after me and eat me.
Oh, me. Chill, Taylor.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you. I'm a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie too.
Hell yeah. I support her, bro. She cool. She cool.
God.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, me personally, I'll just say this and I'll move on. I just think they definitely probably was boiling that body down to some degree or something, such a bro.
Mystery, like,
why just the leg fell? I know.
So weird.
I don't know. But hey, speaking of crazy stuff that even got to do with heat, brother, this is absolutely insane. This is probably the worst way that a person went out, and it is my true nightmare. So this happened in 2002 in New York, and it happened to this guy named Sean Doyle. He was a bartender out there in New York. He was out there hanging out with his friend, Michael Wright, and his girlfriend. So they're all out and they're drinking together. And I guess after they ended up going and getting drinks, they all go out to the street. They're walking up the street. Both of these guys, mind you, are drunk as hell. So they're drunk to the next level. This guy, Sean, he pretty much ends up getting into this big argument with Michael. Michael believed that Sean was trying to flirt with his girlfriend. They start arguing to the next level, and pretty much he's telling him like, dude, you were trying to flirt with my girlfriend, bro. I know you were, whatever the case may be. Basically just drunk shit. To the point where they start tussling. Michael ends up pushing this dude, Sean, on the street. Sean falls down, and Michael didn't realize that there was a open manhole right next to where he pushed him. And this dude, Sean, falls all the way down the manhole, bro.
Really?
Yeah, so he falls down there, but he survives the drop.
Oh, shit.
There was a steam tunnel down there that pretty much was broken. It was just shooting a bunch of hot steam that was over 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
Cooked him.
Bro, literally. So he was down there screaming his head off, and they ended up trying to call for help, and a bunch of people came through, and nobody could help him, including like the authorities and stuff like that, because the degrees were so hot they couldn't even get close to him.
Can't do anything about it.
So after 4 hours of this steam just going up, eventually you just stop hearing him scream. They ended up going, and firefighters end up taking his body out. People end up getting him out there. The way they described this guy is absolutely insane. They said that this guy's skin literally was melted off. Like, it literally was peeled off like a banana. His belt fused to his waist. And then also they said his organs and everything literally got like fully steamed like a lobster.
Oh my God, they cooked him, bros.
It actually cooked this guy to perfection.
All because he was arguing with bruh.
He's arguing with his boy, yeah. And his boy pushed him because he thought he was flirting with his girl. And he killed him. And mind you, Michael did not do any jail time.
Really? Because it was like
because it was like pretty much
an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident, pretty much. Yeah, he didn't know the manhole was there,
dude.
So yeah, bro, it was a super weird case.
Your best friend, and then heard him screaming in agony.
In agony, bro, and he was alive the whole time.
Oh my God!
As he was getting cooked alive, bro.
Oh, got you, bro.
And the way they described him, they said like a lobster, dude.
That's insane, bro. Like at that point, bro, I wish the fall just broke my neck and killed me.
No, real instantly. Shit. Honestly, me too. I wish that would have just got me, bro. But he got boiled alive, and that was the end of it. Dude. Yeah, in the middle of New York.
Cooked.
Yes.
Like, he really got smoked for reals. Like, you put like meat on the smoker, leave it there for a couple hours,
let it put the wood on top of it and let it. Yeah, bro. That's how it happened to him, bro. Yeah, damn near made bro fall off the bone type of thing.
You think it was like do you think it really was on accident?
A part of me is like,
I think he just
pushed him.
He didn't know that
I don't think he knew the manhole was there, bro. Because it's like, even if you're drunk, I don't think you're going to be like, I want to kill my boy. You know what I mean? So I truly believe it was an accident. Like, it was an accident that he pushed him. But I think it was an accident that he fell down the manhole and he didn't expect that. But, oh, dude, I'm going to be honest with you. He definitely broke something on the way down. Because you got to think about it, bro. Imagine the way you're falling backwards. He definitely probably either fell where his arms and legs went down like this, and his butt went in first, so he probably broke his tailbone, or he fell where his arms went in first, his top half went in,
and he did like a flip.
Yeah, so he definitely broke something.
Like, when he pushed him, did he fall on the ground and then he fell, or did he like push him? He stumbled a little bit and
that's what I mean. He pushed him, stumbled, and he dropped into it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he hit his head like on the manhole as he was going down, something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God.
Type of thing. Sick story, dude. I thought it was insane. Boiled him alive. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
I don't even know.
Dude, that's torture for real.
Yeah, that's why I said that's like one of my worst nightmares, getting boiled alive. That's why I always be like, whenever you go to like the steam rooms at like the gym and stuff, you know what I mean? I'd be like, dude, some of these old men, I'd be like, dude, stop putting stones on there, dude. They keep adding extra stones. Stop putting extra stones on there.
I mean, I get like, it does feel good though, like the steam room and all that stuff, but
dog, they be doing too extra.
They be doing way too much, bro.
You're putting so much on there, bro, that it's like, what the fuck? I'm over here cooking, actually, dude.
Like, bruh.
On me, like, this shit is actually insane. And these old men, and it always be the old niggas.
Yeah, they love that shit. They don't care. Yeah. Their skin is like leather. They don't fucking feel shit anymore.
Don't feel nothing, bro. They like, damn, it's kind of cold here.
Like, throw a couple rocks on that motherfucker. Throw a couple rocks. And you sitting there sweating like crazy.
I'm cooking, like, bro. I'm like, dude, I'm damn near bro from this story. No, no offense to bro.
Dude, I ain't got to. Bro must have felt so guilty after that.
Oh, he definitely did. Especially hearing the screaming.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, he better have married this bitch.
Yeah. Have to. If you're willing to kill your homie for it.
Yeah. You damn near did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So
not damn near.
Yeah, no, nigga.
You did.
You did. Yeah, bro. So
like, if I get mad at you,
yeah,
because you fucking, I don't know, you
think I say something.
Yeah, you ate my lobster roll or some shit.
Yeah. And then you push me.
And then I push you into traffic.
Yeah. It's like cutting.
And the truck comes and hits you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I killed you.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I might have just thought the push wasn't going to push you that far.
Yeah. But I think it's just kind of hard to tell one of those things. You know what I mean? Because you can't really tell the intention of someone. They could always just say, like, oh, it was an accident.
Speaking of something that wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
This kid plotted a revenge that took him 12 years to actually act on. When this guy, Alim Khan, was 12 years old, he seen his father get murdered in front of him by this dude who he thought was his father's friend. And literally ever since then, he just plotted on a revenge on killing this dude who killed his father in front of him.
Holy crap.
And it took him 12 years.
It's like some Vinland Saga shit.
Legit, for real.
Yeah, that's wild.
And when this dude turned 24, he ended up inviting this guy over for a drink. The dude who killed his own father. I honestly don't know what the fuck, why dude would take that invite. I don't know if he forgot or whatever.
Yeah.
But bro, he got this guy hella drunk. He pretty much ended up murdering him. And he cut him into 12 pieces for each year that he waited to kill his guy. Yeah, bro.
What the hell?
Murdered him, put him into like a sack or something, threw him into the river.
Authorities found his body?
Yeah, the sack eventually floated back up to the top. Police found it. They ended up, figure out like who was his enemies and shit like that. And then they ended up finding out that it was this dude. And this dude ended up just like confessing, like, yeah, bro, I did it.
And did he go to jail?
Yeah. They sent him to jail for that.
That's why last episode we were talking about vengeance, bro. It's like.
And revenge.
Bro, that is a powerful ass tool. He carried that motherfucker on for 12 years?
Yeah, bro. Since a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah. So he killed him at 24?
Yeah, he killed him when he was 24, yeah.
Wow,
and
bro.
Chopped him into 12 pieces.
Into 12 pieces is so crazy. That's
for
so
each
interesting.
year that he waited.
So I wonder if he killed him first and then chopped him?
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That should have been crazier if he kept chopping him while he was alive.
Well, I think he kind of did both, damn near. Like, I don't think he killed him and then chopped. I think he started like
slowly
cutting pieces off, and then bro eventually just died. Okay. Then he chopped them into 12 pieces.
Wow, what the fuck? I'm not even gonna lie,
bro. Bro's drunk as fuck too.
When he was doing it?
He got him hella drunk, and then he did it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying bro that did it to him was drunk.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. But dude, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That's even kind of. That's a little bit of mercy too.
No, for real.
At least the nigga was drunk. Cause like, bro, imagine just being sober.
Stone cold sober, getting chopped into 12 pieces.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, it definitely sobered him up when he started feeling slices.
For sure.
Yeah, bro, revenge is a hell of a tool.
I swear to God.
You feel what I'm saying? Cause it's one of those things of like, somebody could wrong you so long ago and you wouldn't even know. You feel me? Like, it's almost like that thing with bullying. Like, there's some people that think, and I don't know how you feel about this, but there's some people that would think, like, if you get bullied or whatever the case may be, and this is like a smaller scale, but they're like, bro, get over it. Like, after you got bullied, whatever, with the whoop, it's like, and I'm not saying that, you should be the type to be like, oh, I gotta go kill this guy or whatever in the future. I'm saying there are some people that were even like, for instance, Michael B. Jordan's situation. Right? I think we were talking about that a little while ago.
He got called corny as a kid or whatever,
and they were making fun of him for going to school with headshots and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he was in The Wire around this time too. Like, right? I think he just got into high school a little bit after that.
Yeah, so he was already in The Wire.
He was already in The Wire. Yeah. So, and they were making fun of him, all this other stuff.
That's so stupid.
And then people were trying to basically, it was a small minority though, of people that were just like, yeah, bro, well, that's just a little bit like fucked up, bro. In the end of the day, it's like you already got the success and everything. That's all that needs to be there. It's like, how are you going to tell him how to feel, bro?
Yeah.
Me personally, that's what I mean. Revenge is a hell of a tool. And I think that's the best form of revenge is success.
Yeah.
Now, bitch, you're interviewing me. Mm-hmm. Now you over here call me Mr. Jordan. Before, I would say, oh, we were making fun of the name. No, you all wasn't just making fun of my name, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I just think that like that makes so much sense. And some people look at that and just be like, nah, bro, you should just forgive, move on, whatever, went through. But it's
fuck
like,
all
nigga,
that.
Imagine going through what that nigga went through.
My God.
All these girls,
no one believe in you.
Nobody believes in you. They all just like, oh, he think he gonna be a star.
Yeah, now all these bitches want to fuck him.
Yeah, all of them. Ain't that crazy? Including the bitch that's interviewing him.
God, yeah.
That's the craziest part. It's like, I'm not gonna give you the time of day.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing about it. Like sometimes bullying or whatever, I think it does fuel people's like interest into doing something better than what they are. You know what I'm saying?
Because now you got this chip on your shoulder of like, okay, I got something to prove now. You feel me? Like, I gotta make it. Because these motherfuckers did not believe in me. They always making fun of me. They always whoop. So,
or you go the other route where you...
Oh, yeah. Or you go the other route where you go back to your old high school and, you decide to set fireworks. You know what I'm saying?
You find a 4-year-old boy and you fucking, take him to a forest and murder him or some shit.
Or that. Yeah, bro. So, it is what it is. And that is interesting. I forgot. Yeah, that kid got bullied too with his stupid ass. But it's like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. If you willing to do that to a little boy, good you got bullied.
I'm saying, like, I never get that where, like, a kid gets bullied and then it
takes it out on someone else.
Why don't you get the
Why don't you go? I'm not even saying you got to go and do the same thing to them bullies where you go drop a rock on their head. But, dude, why don't you defend yourself?
Yeah, why don't you defend yourself against like bullies? Yeah.
Try to fight them if that's the case. And who knows, you know what I mean? These kids might have been violent too. They probably was pushing his head and into toilets or whatever. Yeah. You know, they could have been classic bullying him. You know what I mean?
I swear to God. Swirlies.
Yeah, exactly. Suitcase wedgies. All that type of stuff, bro. Throwing him in lockers. You feel me? Whatever the case may be. But
Jesus, man.
But Jesus. To go down that road is crazy. So, I don't know, man. That kid, kudos to him. I'm not saying it's good that he killed, bro, but it's good that he did something. I'm talking about bro that grew up. Oh, I know. A lot of people say like, nah, I ain't talking about the
13-year-old.
Nah, I'm not talking about 13-year-old. Nah, I'm not talking about both of the gingers. You feel me? Nah, I'm not talking about the two black kids.
I'm talking about this dude who. You're talking about the dude who took revenge for his father.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though. Like, shout out to bro a little bit. I'm just keeping it real. It's like, dude.
Kept his word for reals, bro.
He really did.
It was seen his father get killed. He was like, all right, yeah, bro, bet.
Yeah, that's why I said that's from real Villain Saga shit. He literally was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to avenge my father's death. And the fact that he kept the guy around enough where he trusted him to get a drink. That's literally Villain Saga. He was following bro, and he was a part of his crew. A nigga that killed your dad? That's insane, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. That's actually a crazy story, but man, I'm gonna just say this, bro, before we get up out of here. Moral of this episode, bro. If you getting bullied, man, don't go and have to do any of this stupid shit where you feel like you need to kill somebody or whatever. Either talk to somebody that you close to, deal with it yourself, or, you feel me, seek help in some way, shape, or form, bro. Do not go and pick up an AK-47. Do not go and pick up a knife and go kill some kid. Do not go and pick up a rock and do some crazy shit to some kid in the forest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, bro. Or if you're trying to get revenge, bro, it got to be sweet.
And cold.
There you go.
Like that one, huh?
Yeah,
like ice cream.
Bro. Yeah, there it is. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things that, like, man, you're going to have to get your revenge some way, shape, or form. Even
if it means you become a success. That's also another form of revenge.
That's what I'm trying to say, yeah. There's other forms of revenge, bro. It don't got to just be killing somebody or injuring somebody to no return. You feel me? But, man, we're going to catch you guys, bruh. TB4Y Podcast on everything. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. Follow us, man. Show us some love, baby. Throw some comments in there on below. You know what I'm saying? Throw some comments. Go to the other page. Show that page some love, too. Couch Critics, man. Go fuck with that if y'all like all the stuff we talk about with the shows. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. We shall see you guys.
Yeah.